The idle air control valve's primary function is to manage the engine's idle speed and keep it within a normal RPM range. When you come to a stop or park your car, the engine continues to run, but it is critical that it does not stall or waste fuel. In most cases, the engine should idle at between 600 and 1000 RPM. If the idle speed exceeds or falls below this range, the idle air control valve automatically increases or decreases the speed to ensure that the engine runs smoothly and efficiently. The engine control module manages the idle air control valve and receives input from the vehicle's various sensors. By monitoring the electrical system load and engine temperature, the control unit can adjust the idle control valve to maintain the ideal idle speed. In this video, we're going to talk about 4 common signs of bad IAC valve. It's Max the Car Guy. Subscribe and let's get started. Check engine warning light. Because the idle air control valve is an engine component, the engine control unit periodically checks its status. If the control valve malfunctions or fails for any reason, the engine control unit will illuminate the check engine warning light on the dashboard. Of course, seeing that light illuminate will probably not tell you what's wrong with your engine. Any engine component could be faulty, but you'll know there's a problem. Fluctuating idle speed. If your engine idle speed is irregular or fluctuating, it is most likely due to a problem with your idle air control valve. After all, this control valve is supposed to keep the engine idle speed at a normal RPM range. If the valve fails, it will be unable to perform its function. As a result, the engine's idle speed will vary greatly. It may jump above 1000 RPM or below 600 RPM. It will occasionally fluctuate between surging and dipping. When this occurs, the idle air control valve is almost certainly to blame. Engine stalling. Many things can cause an engine to stall. One of these is a faulty idle air control valve. To remain idle, the engine must receive a consistent supply of air. If the valve does not function properly, the engine will not receive this air. As a result, the idle speed will be thrown out of balance, causing the engine to stall. Engine won't start. While uncommon, a faulty IAC valve can prevent your car's engine from starting. The malfunctioning valve throws off the air-fuel mixture, causing this. If you notice any of the symptoms listed above, you should address any problems with the idle air control valve as soon as possible or risk becoming stranded, which can quickly ruin anyone's day. Other sources of your car may cause the IAC valve to malfunction. Let's take a closer look at them. A faulty throttle body can harm your IAC valve. The throttle body controls the amount of air that enters your engine, and if it fails to function properly, irregular engine idling may occur. Your IAC valve relies on accurate air input from the throttle body to function properly, so make sure everything is in working order. Vacuum leaks can interfere with your idle air control valve, resulting in poor engine performance. A leak disrupts the vacuum pressure, which helps control air and fuel. As a result, your IAC valve may not properly regulate the idle, resulting in rough idling or stalling. Temperature also affects the functionality of IAC valve. When your engine is cold, the IAC valve regulates the engine's idle speed, allowing for a smooth and proper warm-up. However, if your IAC valve is faulty, it may not adjust correctly to changing temperatures, resulting in poor performance and possible engine damage. Carbon buildup can have a negative impact on your IAC valve's performance. Over time, this buildup can form a barrier, preventing the valve from opening and closing as needed. This can result in erratic engine idling, stalling, or even a total engine shutdown. To ensure that your IAC valve works properly, keep it clean and free of buildup. Cleaning and replacement. Periodic cleaning is essential for keeping your idle valve in good working order. Fortunately, it is a simple task that does not require extensive automotive knowledge. Simply open the hood of your vehicle and look for the idle air control valve next to the throttle intake manifold. To gain access to the valve located within the throttle body, disconnect the air filter hose with a screwdriver. Next, detach the battery cables and carefully unscrew the valve, making sure the vehicle is completely turned off to avoid electric shock. Once removed, thoroughly spray the valve with carburetor cleaner to remove any accumulated debris. Wipe away carbon buildup from the valve with a soft cloth or rag, and also clean the throttle body. After cleaning, reattach the valve and cables securely, and you're ready to go. A replacement idle control valve typically costs between $120 and $500. Parts alone can cost anywhere from $70 to $400 or more, depending on the make and model of your vehicle. Labor costs are usually between $50 and $100 as the job is relatively simple. If you are handy with cars, you could save around $100 by doing the replacement yourself. However, if you're unsure, hiring a professional will ensure that everything is done correctly. Given the potential for engine damage if left untreated, the replacement cost is a worthwhile investment when compared to potential repair bills in the thousands of dollars. Hope the information was helpful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.